Hi, I'm Sonam Kothari. I'm a brand manager at Unilever, and today I'm going to take you to the behind the scenes of what goes into making an iconic campaign that I've had the privilege to work on, which is Dove's Stop the Beauty Test. Well, my calling was never marketing. I loved art and I loved science, and I always wanted to be an artist or a scientist, and I ended up in marketing. But like Steve Jobs says, you never join the dots looking forward, you only join them looking backward. Given I am equally passionate about both science and art, I would probably choose to be a professional video game designer. There's not one, there's two pieces of advice that I've received, which I think are both phenomenal. One is strategy is nothing without execution. And the second one, which is the only thing that's coming between where you are today and where you want to be is your comfort zone. I think we must have spoken to close to 200 odd consumers, 200 women across the length and the breadth of the country. And this was during COVID. So, it was literally back-to-back discussions with them, trying to understand what is it that prevents them from feeling more confident about their beauty. And a common theme emerged. And that theme was really that ever since a girl is born in this country, this is since birth, she is constantly being looked at from this lens of marriage, only to be judged and scanned for her beauty one day. And that is really the beauty test. That very insight led to this campaign of Stop the Beauty Test. Dove had always been the 1/4 moisturizing bar. That's what everybody who has seen Dove for the last 17 years knows, that the functional premise on which the brand was built was very, very clear. But the functional premise cannot be a reason for differentiation. So the process really was, we started with defining what is it that we want Dove to be in the country. We want it to be the real beauty brand, the brand that advocates what real beauty is all about, and in the most authentic, real manner. And once we identified the insight, we get into a very putting together a very crisp, clear communication brief. There's a lot of qualitative consumer research involved, where we talk to consumers for hours. There's also a lot of quantitative research. So it was a lot of research. Then, of course, there's creative brief. Then the creative brief really distills into the magic that you see on screen. But even between the creative brief and the magic, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made on what's the right cast. Working with the right influencers, the right key opinion leaders, ensuring that you are present at the right moments, the moments of truth where change can happen. Unlike most other brands that even I've worked on, it's actually the easiest and the most difficult on Dove, because these are all real women. Dove has only cast real women since its inception. These are people who have never faced the camera in their lives. They are not models. So it's really simple from that sense, but the challenge it also brings with it is, are they able to then emote in front of the camera? So therefore, when we get into casting, we of course try and get real stories from people. We also we do workshops with them to really understand how strongly do they feel about the stories. So the success, I would say, is measured in two aspects. One is what is it that it does for the brand, and two, because ultimately we are a brand that has a business to run, what is it that it does for the business? One of the learnings that we've had as Unilever is that brands with purpose grow. So it's a win-win for both, not just our consumers, but also for our our business. Yeah, they're more long-term equity building campaigns. They're not. You cannot measure the success in here and now sales. So we look at a lot of mind measures to actually understand what is it that it's doing in consumers' minds. Yeah. So what we did notice was, in terms of engagement, we had close to 72 million views in a span of 2 months. Yeah, we had 300 hours worth of content that was created by the entire ecosystem, the digital ecosystem, talking about Stop the Beauty Test. Lastly, from a mind measure perspective, we often measure consideration. The funnel really is awareness, consideration, and purchase. Yeah, awareness is, are you aware of brand Dove? Consideration is, are you likely to consider the brand Dove more often? And then, of course, will you buy the brand Dove? We saw a 25% increase in consideration for the brand Dove pre and post the campaign. All high-value brands that touch 1 million lives every day. I genuinely feel that as marketers, we owe it to our consumers to help better their lives day after day, and that's what HUL allows you to do. Not only that, it actually allows a diverse set of experiences in your career. So there's no 2 times that I feel I have done the same thing, because I've done everything from brand development to brand building, innovations to technology, everything. So what goes into a brand manager's day? It's actually like running your own business. Yeah, there's a lot of autonomy, there's a lot of empowerment, especially for brand managers at Unilever. The best part is no 2 days are the same. One day you're doing consumer work, the other day and really mining insights. The second day you're actually in market, really trying to understand how the market is shaping, how our retailers, our shopkeepers are all reacting to what we've launched. A third day you're actually thinking of long-term strategic actions. On a fourth day you might be thinking, okay, what are the tactical moves that I need to make to win here and now? So no 2 days are the same. There's always excitement. There's never a dull day, and it's super fun. If anyone wants to make a career in brands, one is empathy is everything. Yeah, you have to keep your ears, you have to keep your eyes open all the time. Listening is everything. Hitting an insight is like hitting a pot of gold. It takes forever to find it, but once you get it, there's no looking back.